From Accra, Ghana to the rest of Africa and the world, this is News Bitz on Channel MOE, the official TV station of the Ministry of Education. I am Mami Fakopna, and these are the top stories at this hour. UDS crowned World University Champion. Ghana's University for Development Studies plans Brazil's Paulista University to win gold at the 2025 World University Games in China. Kill the elephants in school placement. A former GES boss calls out protocol admissions, urging an end to what he calls the small elephant in the room in Ghana's school placement system. Promoting women in chemistry. The Women in Chemistry Network launches mentorship and advocacy initiatives to support female scientists nationwide. On the international front, FBI sacks protest agents. In the US, the FBI reportedly dismisses 20 agents for kneeling at a George Floyd protest, sparking fresh debates about expression in federal service. Those are your major headlines. We'll bring you the details after the short break. Stay with us. Welcome back to Newsbits on Channel MOE. I am Mami Fakobna. We begin in China, where Ghana has made sporting history. The Ministry of Education is celebrating the University for Development Studies, UDS football team after their stunning victory at the 2025 World University Games in Dalian, China. UDS defeated defending champions Paulista University of Brazil 2-1 to clinch the trophy, a historic first for Ghana. In a statement, the ministry described the win as an outstanding achievement, praising the players' discipline, teamwork, and resilience. Back home in Ghana, a former Director General of the Ghana Education Service, GES, Charles Aheto Chega, says the major obstacle in the school placement system is protocol admissions. Speaking on the issue, he urged stakeholders to confront what he called the small elephant in the room, referring to unmerited placement, bypassing the computerized school selection and placement system, CSSPS. He argued that these extra system admissions undermine the fairness and transparency of the placement process and must be addressed to restore trust. Still in education, but this time with a focus on science and gender representation, the Women in Chemistry Network, WICN, has rolled out two major initiatives to support women in the chemical sciences in Ghana. The programs, the Women in Chemical Sciences Mentorship Program, WICSMEP, and the Male Champions Network, WICNMC, were launched during a major event in the Ashanti region. The founder, Professor Marian Asantewa Nkansa, said the new efforts will provide guidance and visibility for female scientists, helping them play an even greater role in Ghana's development. Now, the University of Energy and Natural Resources has hosted an international workshop to promote sustainable energy education in Africa. Held through its Regional Center for Energy and Environmental Sustainability, the two-week program was part of the Seed Exchange Project, a tri-continental collaboration funded by DAD. Vice-Chancellor Professor Elvis Asare-Bediakon said the initiative supports the university's mission of driving research and innovation in renewable energy. And staying with education, but from a global perspective, Swiss ambassador to Ghana, Simone Giger, has paid a visit to Young Executive School in Kasua, encouraging students to take their studies seriously. In an open forum, she shared insight about Switzerland and urged students to pursue education with passion and purpose. The ambassador, who also oversees Togo and Benin, praised the school's management and expressed admiration for the students' enthusiasm and curiosity. Now let's turn our attention to developments making headlines around the world. Controversy is brewing in the United States, where up to 20 FBI agents have reportedly been fired by kneeling during a racial justice protest in 2020 following the death of George Floyd. U.S. media outlets says the dismissal letters cited lack of judgment. The FBI Agent Association has condemned the move, saying the agents' rights were violated. The FBI has declined to comment on the matter, which continues to stir debate about protest, expression, and conduct within federal agencies. Back to Ghana now, where football continues to dominate the headlines. Asante Kotoko head coach Abdul Karim Zito says a change in tactics helped his team defeat Nigeria's Kwara United to progress in the CAF Confederation Cup. Kotoko won 1-0 in Kumasi, securing a 5-3 aggregate victory. Hubert scored the lone goal. Kotoko now faces Riyadh Athletic in the next round, with the first league scheduled for October 18 in Ghana. Meanwhile, Ghana's women's football teams are also making waves. Ghana's Black Princesses have moved one step closer to the Under-20 Women's World Cup after a convincing 4-0 aggregate victory over Tunisia. The team now prepares for a tough test against South Africa in the next round of qualifiers. The Princesses are aiming for their 8th consecutive appearance at the global tournament. From sports, we shift to entertainment, where the rains couldn't stop the music. Saturday's Kumasi edition of the Rapaholic concert faced heavy rain at the Babayara Sports Stadium, but fans stayed put. Despite the downpour disrupting the start, the show went on and lasted into Sunday morning. The concert brought thousands of music lovers to the stadium, making it a memorable night for SAC Nation and Ghana's entertainment scene. And finally, to some good news for the Ghanaian diaspora in the United States. Starting October 2025, the Embassy of Ghana will roll out mobile consular services, allowing Ghanaians across various cities to access passports and visa services without traveling to Washington, D.C. Deputy Head of Consular Affairs, Chachu Salome, made the announcement at Ghana Fest 2025 in Dallas, calling it a move to improve accessibility and reduce processing delays. And that wraps up this edition of Newsbits here on Channel MOE. For more updates, follow us on social media and stay tuned for our next bulletin. From Accra, I am Mami Fakobna.